Ranking the top 10 MVP candidates, this is pretty self-explanatory. The MVP, or the most valuable player, is the highest honors in the NBA regular season. This is awarded to the best player, in that year. And there are many attributes or many reasons why they are awarded the MVP. 1, they are rather the best player on the best team. 2, they have incredible stats or good stats in general. And 3, they have a good story to make it like a good season to prove that they are the MVP. And it's mostly that these 3 are the main contributors in how the MVP is awarded. Now, of course, the MVP is only a regular season award, so none of the postseason matters at all in the ranking, in the determination of the MVP. And today, in the 2020, we're going to be looking at the top 10 players most likely to win MVP in the 2020-2021 season. Now, before we get started, it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. Here on the Mix channel, we're going to be doing daily high quality videos, so if you enjoy that stuff, which every NBA fan should, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to never miss an upload. Also leave a like because it only takes 1 second and it makes a massive difference. And then also check out my second channel, the Mix Plays, where I'm going to be doing like gaming stuff, so make sure to check that out. Now, first, looking at some honorable mentions, we have Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. Now, I'm very uncertain how Kevin Durant will play after that Achilles tear. In 2018-2019, he was probably the best player in the entire world, but then the Achilles tear took out people like Kobe Bryant's whole career, so I'm not sure how KD will be affected. And then Kawhi Leonard is probably a top 3 player in the league, but since he load manages and misses games, I don't think he's ever going to win an MVP in his whole career. Now, at number 10, we have Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. Now, Tatum is most likely going to be a top player in the 2020s. And after the All-Star break and entering the playoffs, Tatum was a beast, averaging about like 26 points a game on very good efficiency. It's very unlikely that these bottom of the players will win it, but there's still a chance that he's going to win it. I predict the Celtics would be at least the 5th seed or even higher. His shooting, ball handle, craftiness, and defense is elite while only being 22 years old. He might be an MVP in the future, but I think that he will no doubt make an All-NBA team in the 2020-2021 season. Number 9, we have Joel Embiid of the 76ers. Now, Joel Embiid definitely had a setback season this year from the year in 2018. He put up about 28 and 11 in 2018, but then went down to 23 points in 2019 because the Sixers were constructed horribly. But I think that he will bounce back with the new team Daryl Morey has constructed in Philly. Morey will allow the floor to be spaced and let Joel dominate inside the post. Joel will prove a lot this year, and if he wants to be a 76er in the future, he's going to have a really good season. Now, talking about someone that has a lot of pressure, we have James Harden at number 8 of the Houston Rockets. Now, I think this one might be a little bit controversial for how low James Harden is, but I think that this is no doubt a worse Rockets team since in the last 3 years. If you put up 36 points while being the 4th seed and still didn't win MVP, I think it's very unlikely that Harden will win it in the future. And also, people that are former MVPs most of the time don't get awarded the MVP again unless you're LeBron James. But I can't see the Rockets being any better than the 5th seed or the 4th seed. He's still going to put up insane numbers if he's on the Rockets or any team he might be traded for. But I think that it's past his time as an MVP. At number 7, we have Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. Now, Jokic, in my opinion, is the best center in the league. And after dominating in the playoffs and losing a lot of weight, I think Jokic will destroy everyone. He can shoot, post up, pass, and is a great pick and roll partner with his co-star Jamal Murray. The Nuggets did lose their best perimeter defender in Jeremy Grant, and I think that the Nuggets definitely got worse. Unless Michael Porter Jr. is a most improved candidate, then I think the Nuggets will be worse, and I think that will not allow Jokic to be the MVP because of the lack of record, but I think that Jokic still has a very good chance to win it. At number 6, we have Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers. Now, I think that the Blazers had a very underrated season, with gaining highly productive wing players who can shoot and defend in Robert Covington and Derrick Jones Jr., along with some other people. I think the Blazers will be a top 5 seed in the Western Conference. Damian Lillard will always put up 30 points and 8 assists on 40% shooting, well, that's what he did last year, and is no doubt a superstar. The Blazers are expected to miss the playoffs according to ESPN, and I think that this will motivate the Blazers team to always try their hardest, while also being a Cinderella story similar to the Thunder were last year. And if they can make a top seed and also creating a story, like I said, similar to the Thunder where they are a Cinderella team, I think that this can really improve the chances of Damian Lillard winning an MVP. Now, I'm not exactly sure if he'll ever win it because there's still a chance that there's, of course, other people better than him. But while being like an underdog team that performs very well, while putting up monstrous stats, I think that Damian Lillard still has a pretty high chance. At number 5, we have LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I know this might be very controversial because a lot of people have LeBron at the top of the list, but hear me out. Because of the shortened offseason and LeBron being already 36-year-old, LeBron will no doubt play less games and minutes, reducing his stats just in general. Although I don't see LeBron as the MVP for the regular season, I know he is no doubt aiming for the Finals MVP, which he no doubt thinks is more important to become the GOAT and pass Michael Jordan. He already has, 4 MVPs, and I think he would rather have a Finals MVP along with a chip than an MVP. So I think LeBron will rest this season, and then therefore his stats being down and not winning the regular season MVP. At number 4, we have Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. Now, for a lot of people, Curry is a front runner for the MVP, as when he had his own team in 2016. The last time that happened, like I said, in 2016, he won a unanimous MVP while leading to the Warriors to his 73-9 season. However, this team is much worse with Klay Thompson hurt and the uncertainty of Draymond Green, along with Curry being 32 years old. If Curry carries the Warriors to a top 3 seed while putting up about 28 and 7 a game, Curry can no doubt win his 3rd MVP. Next at number 3, we have Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. After receiving the 5-year max, I think that AD will establish himself as the first option on the Lakers. Many people think that AD and LeBron will cross each other out for the MVP award, but I still think that, like I said, LeBron's going to miss a lot of games, and I think AD will dominate as no doubt the best player on the Lakers when LeBron is out. I can see Davis winning DPOY too, and may also snag that MVP through sheer dominance on both sides of the floor. AD still only 27, like I said, is a dominant two-way player, is just basically that modern NBA player that you want as a big man, and I know he's going to dominate next season. Next, at number 2, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, if this was Giannis's first MVP award, then I think I would Giannis having winning it. But voter fatigue happens a lot, and we've seen people like Michael Jordan. He was supposed to win the MVP, but people like Karl Malone, they were really tired of voter fatigue, so they voted for Karl Malone. They don't want to vote for the same guy every single year, and Giannis has been the best player on the best team for the Bucks and is one of the best two-way players in the entire NBA. However, I think the public image of Giannis has no doubt fallen with the lack of playoff success and especially his stint against the Miami Heat. I can see a world where Giannis three-peats as an MVP, but I don't really think that happened. It's also going to be very interesting how the Bucks are really motivated to try to keep Giannis in his upcoming free agency class. In his free agency 2021. So it's going to be really interesting, but I can see Giannis winning MVP, but I think voter fatigue is just too much, and I don't think he's going to win it. And finally, my favorite for the most valuable player is Alex Caruso. Because Alex Caruso is the GOAT. No, JK. It's actually Luka Doncic. Luka has the stats, story, does not have voter fatigue like Giannis, and I think that's going to be very beneficial. Now, the one problem with Luka is that he's not going to obtain a high seed in the Western Conference because it's so stacked, and his co-star Kristaps Porzingis is most likely out for the beginning of the season. But if he leads the Mavericks to like the 4th seed and being only like a couple games from the 2nd seed, then I can no doubt see Luka winning the 2020-2021 MVP because he's gonna always put up about like 28, 9, and 9. Those are crazy stats, and who knows, he might average a triple-double. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if he leads to wins, then I think I have Luka Doncic as my predicted 2020-2021 MVP. So yeah, that's going to be the video, and I thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below your MVP for next season. Remember to subscribe, like, comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.